Today we shall discuss some multiple choice questions on osmotic pressure of solutions. Isotonic solutions have A. Equal temperature, B. Equal osmotic pressure, C. Equal volume, and D. Equal amount of solute. Isotonic solutions are those solutions which have same osmotic pressure. Thus option B is correct. The osmotic pressure in atmosphere of 10% solution of cane sugar at 69 degrees Celsius is option A 724, option B 824, option C 8.21, option D 7.21. Let volume of solution V is equals to 100 ml. We know that for 1000 ml it is 1 liter. Therefore for 100 ml it will be 0.1 liter. Then mass of the solute W2 will be 10 gram because it is given in the question 10% solution. Molar mass M2 of cane sugar, formula of cane sugar, sucrose C12H22O11. So molar mass will be for 12 carbon atoms 12 into 12 plus for 22 hydrogen atoms 1 into 22 plus for 11 oxygen atoms 16 into 11 is equals to 342 gram per mole. Temperature is given 69 degrees Celsius. In terms of Kelvin it will be 342 Kelvin. 69 plus 273, that is equals to 342 Kelvin. Value of gas constant R is equals to 0.0821 liter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole. We have to find out osmotic pressure. So pi is equals to W2 RT by M2 V. Substitute the values. W2 10 gram, value of R 0.0821 liter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole, temperature 342 Kelvin, molar mass of cane sugar 342, and volume in liter is 0.1 liter. Work out, you will get 8.21 atmosphere. Thus option C is correct. Semi-permeable membrane is that which permits the passage of option A solute molecules only, option B solvent molecules only, option C solute and solvent molecules both, option D neither solute nor solvent molecules. Semi-permeable membrane is that which permits the passage of solvent molecules only. Thus option B is correct. The relation between osmotic pressure at 273 Kelvin when 10 gram of glucose P1, 10 gram of urea P2 and 10 gram of sucrose P3 are dissolved in 250 ml of water is. So here P1, P2 and P3 are the osmotic pressures of glucose, urea and sucrose solutions. So option A P1 is greater than P2 is greater than P3. Option B P3 is greater than P1 is greater than P2. Option C P2 is greater than P1 is greater than P3. Option D P2 is greater than P3 is greater than P1. Osmotic pressure pi is equals to W2 RT divided by M2 V. Since W2, R, T and V are same for all, therefore osmotic pressure pi is inversely proportional to molar mass of solute. Therefore for glucose it will be 1 divided by 180. Molar mass of glucose is 180. For C6H12O6 it will be 180 gram per mole. For urea it will be 1 divided by 60. Molar mass of urea is 60. Formula of urea NH2CO NH2. Molar mass of sucrose is 342. C12H22O11 is the formula. So in this case numerators are same, denominators are different. So greater the value of denominator, smaller will be the value. Thus P2 is greater than P1 is greater than P3. Therefore option C is correct. Two solutions A and B are separated by a semi-permeable membrane. If liquid flows from A to B, then option A is less concentrated than B. Option B, A is more concentrated than B. Option C, both have same concentration. Option D, none of these. Here osmosis is going on, and in case of osmosis we know that solvent molecules move from a region of lower concentration of solution to a region of higher concentration of solution through a semi-permeable membrane. Therefore, A is less concentrated than B. The solution in which the blood cells retain their normal form are with regard to the blood. Option A isotonic, B isomotic, C hypertonic, D equinormal. Since the blood cell retains its normal form, therefore both the solutions are having same osmotic pressure, and the solutions which have same osmotic pressure are called as isotonic in nature. Thus option A is correct. What would happen if a thin slice of sugar beet is placed in a concentrated solution of sodium chloride? Option A, sugar beet will lose water from its cells. Option B, sugar beet will absorb water from solution. Option C, sugar beet will neither absorb nor lose water. And option D, sugar beet will dissolve in solution. Concentrated sodium chloride solution will be hypertonic in nature when compared to sugar beet. Therefore, sugar beet will lose water from its cells. Thus option A is correct. A 5% solution of cane sugar, molecular weight 342, is isotonic with 1% solution of X. Under similar conditions, the molecular weight of X is option A 136.2, option B 68.4, option C 34.2, option D 171.2. Let us take the ratio of osmotic pressures of sugar and X. Thus we will get formula osmotic pressure of sugar divided by osmotic pressure of X is equals to W2RT divided by M2V of sugar into M2V divided by W2RT of X. Since RT and V are same, we will get cancelled, so we are left with W2M2 divided by M2W2. Since the solutions are isotonic in nature, that is they will be having same osmotic pressure. Since they will be having same osmotic pressure, so ratio will be 1. So 1 is equals to mass of cane sugar is 5 gram, molar mass of XM2 we have to find out. Molar mass of cane sugar is 342, mass of X is 1 gram. So rearrange for M2, work out for M2, will get M2 is equals to 342 by 5, that is equals to 68.4. Thus option B is correct. When a particular solution have higher osmotic pressure than a given standard solution, it is most appropriately called as dash with respect to the standard solution. Option A hypotonic, option B hypertonic, option C isotonic, option D pertonic. A solution which has higher osmotic pressure when compared to the other is called as hypertonic solution. A solution containing 10 gram per cubic decimeter of urea, molecular weight of urea is 60 gram per mole, is isotonic with 5% solution of a non-volatile solute. The molecular mass of this non-volatile solute is A 300 gram per mole, B 350 gram per mole, C 200 gram per mole, D 250 gram per mole. Here we will take ratio of osmotic pressures of urea and non-volatile solute. Thus the formula will become osmotic pressure of urea divided by osmotic pressure of non-volatile solute is equals to W2RT divided by M2V for urea into M2V divided by W2RT for non-volatile solute solution. Here RT and RT will get cancelled. Since the solutions are isotonic in nature, their osmotic pressures will be same, therefore the ratio will be equal to 1. So 1 is equals to W2 is given 10 gram, M2 is given 60, volume is given 1 cubic decimeter, that is 1 liter, into M2 we have to find out volume of the solution of non-volatile solute is 100 ml. 100 ml means 0.1 liter divided by mass of the non-volatile solute is 5 gram. Work out for M2. M2 is equals to 60 into 5 divided by 10 into 0.1. That is equals to 300 gram per mole. That is option A is correct. An unripe mango placed in a concentrated salt solution to prepare pickle shrivels because option A, it gains water due to osmosis. Option B, it loses water due to reverse osmosis. Option C, it gains water due to reverse osmosis. Option D, it loses water due to osmosis. Since concentrated salt solution is hypertonic in nature when compared to unripe mango, therefore unripe mango will lose water due to osmosis. Thus option D is correct. Osmotic pressure of the solution can be increased by option A, increasing the temperature of the solution. Option B, decreasing the temperature of the solution. Option C, increasing the volume of the vessel. Option D, diluting the solution. Since osmotic pressure of solution is directly proportional to temperature and inversely proportional to volume, and also osmotic pressure of solution is directly proportional to concentration of solution. Therefore, on increasing the temperature of the solution, osmotic pressure of the solution will increase. Therefore, option A is correct. At 298 Kelvin, the ratio of osmotic pressures of two solutions of a substance with concentrations of 0.01 molar and 0.001 molar respectively is option A 1, option B 100, option C 10, option D 1000. We know that pi is equals to CRT. Therefore, pi 1 by pi 2 is equals to C1 by C2. Since RT will be same, it will get cancelled. Concentration 1 is 0.01 molar and concentration 2 is 0.001 molar. 0.01 divided by 0.001 is equals to 10. Thus option C is correct. At a temperature 327 degrees Celsius and concentration C, osmotic pressure of a solution is P. The same solution at concentration C by 2 and at temperature 427 degrees Celsius shows osmotic pressure 2 atmosphere. Value of P will be option A 12 by 7, option B 24 by 7, option C 6 by 5, option D 5 by 6. T1 is given 327 degrees Celsius. In terms of Kelvin, it will be 600 Kelvin. C1 is given as C, Pi1 is given as P, C2 is given as C by 2, T2 is given as 427 degrees Celsius. In terms of Kelvin, it will be 700 Kelvin. Pi2 is given as 2 atmosphere and we have to find out the value of P. Pi1 by Pi2 is equals to C1R T1 divided by C2R T2. R and R will get cancelled. Substitute the values. P by 2 is equals to C into 600 divided by 0.5 C into 700. P is equals to 600 into 2 divided by 0.5 into 700. Therefore, P is equals to 1200 divided by 350. Thus, 24 by 7. Thus, option B is correct. The empirical formula of a non-electrolyte is CH2O. A solution containing 6 gram of the compound exerts the same osmotic pressure as that of 0.05 molar glucose solution at the same temperature. The molecular formula of the compound is option A C2H4O2, option B C3H6O3, option C C5H10O5, option D C4H8O4. Since the osmotic pressure and temperature are same for both the solutions, therefore concentration will also be same. Let volume of solution be 1 liter, that is equals to 1000 ml. Molarity of non-electrolytic compound M is equals to W2 into 1000 divided by M2 into V. Substitute the values. Molarity 0.05, W2 6 gram into 1000 divided by M2, which we have to find out, volume 1000 ml. So M2 is equals to 6 divided by 0.05. M2 is equals to 120 gram per mole. Empirical formula mass for CH2O is equals to 30. 12 plus 1 into 2 plus 16 is equals to 30. Now find out the value of N. N is equals to molecular weight divided by empirical formula mass. Molecular weight is 120 and empirical formula mass is 30. That is equals to 4. Molecular formula is equals to empirical formula into N. Empirical formula is CH2O. Value of N is 4. That is equals to C4H8O4. Thus option D is correct. Desalination of seawater can be done by option A osmosis, option B reverse osmosis, option C filtration, option D diffusion. Desalination of seawater can be done by reverse osmosis. Blood is isotonic with option A 0.16 molar HCl, option B concentrated NaCl, option C 50% NaCl, option D 30% NaCl. We know that blood is isotonic with 0.9% mass by volume sodium chloride solution. Let volume of solution be 100 ml, then mass of sodium chloride will be 0.9 gram. Molar mass of NaCl for sodium 23 and for chlorine 35.5. Therefore 23 plus 35.5 is equals to 58.5 gram per mole. Molarity is equals to mass of solute into 1000 divided by molar mass of solute into volume of solution in ml. Substitute the values. Mass of solute 0.9 gram into 1000 divided by molar mass of solute 58 gram per mole into volume of solution in ml, that is 100 ml. Calculate, it will be nearly 0.16 molar. Therefore option A is correct. Which inorganic precipitate acts as semi-permeable membrane? Or the chemical composition of the semi-permeable membrane is option A calcium sulfate, option B barium oxalate, option C nickel phosphate, option D copper ferrocyanide. Option D copper ferrocyanide acts as semi-permeable membrane. What will happen if a cell is placed into 0.4% mass by volume sodium chloride solution? Option A cell will swell, option B cell will shrink, option C there will be no change in cell volume, option D cell will dissolve. We know that cell is isotonic with 0.9% mass by volume sodium chloride solution. The 0.4% sodium chloride solution will be hypotonic in nature when compared to blood cell. Therefore, the cell will swell.